The assessment itself, what does the disc really tell you? It's kind of funny because they do it in a reverse order. Page 4 honestly will tell you more of who someone is, and then page 3 tells you what they're motivated by. Page 2 will tell you the disc profile. That doesn't tell you who someone is. It tells you their tendencies and their preferences, tendencies, and behavior regarding problems, people, pace, and procedures. D has to do with problems, I has to do with people, S has to do with pace, and C has to do with procedures. So, and every assessment kind of gives you, well, they all have it on page 9, where it tells you what those things mean. Problems, people, pace, procedures, tend to approach problems. Higher D, this is, you see this more in their behavior. The lower the D, you see this more in their behavior. And you can kind of look at this until you catch on to what you're looking at. With a high D, high I, why is that important in outside sales? A high D means that somebody is going to be triggered with problems. It's going to trigger anger. Not that they're outwardly angry people, but what that tends to do is that means they solve problems fast because they don't like that. Like, they don't want to feel angry. That's the emotion that it naturally triggers with somebody that has a super high D. So people with a high D make decisions quickly, and they tend to be a little bit more demanding, apply a little bit more pressure, but that's where overcoming objections comes into play. That's where being proactive, like the higher the D, and somebody with a really high D, really high I in sales, those are those guys that you see that can walk people through like that method of strategic seduction where they're asking questions to get people on the other side of, like, basically they're asking the prospect questions, extracting all of their objections and making them feel like they're making the decision on their own. And a high D, high I, that's where you typically get that with super persuasive people, where you get into that level of like ethical manipulation, but that's where sales work. That's why that's kind of the perfect storm combo.